Hey, what's going on today? Got my lovely wife. What's your name again?
No.
I need you to speak up for this.
No.
Mel who? Hey, okay, we're going to talk today about addictions. We've touched briefly on this before. Success for relationships. You can't have any addictions in life. Mel and I talk about this all the time. Share a little bit about what you're saying.
Well, I think you can be addicted to all sorts of things, but the obvious ones are things like spending, debt, food addiction, sugar addiction, drug addiction, and then even something like anger. There's people who love being angry all the time for some reason. It's pretty unhealthy, all of those things, and I think they permeate your relationship if you've got those things going on, any of them, with you or with your partner.
So addictions, right? I mean, because these kinds of things, if you've got, and they're probably not defined as addictions by most people, but that bottom line, that's what they are. If you've got those kinds of things, they're extrapolating into the rest of your lives. So you can't have any addictions. Your partner can't have any addictions. It's just a recipe for disaster in the big picture, because that stuff is going to come out in other aspects of life. I think we talked about this once in one of my other videos, that I used to ignore my gut when it twisted, when it's bells and sirens and whistles are going off, and I'd explain away people's bad behavior. And
yes, we all have.
We all have, right? Oh, we love them so much, and they're okay. They're just having a hard day. They're going through something difficult. No, they're not. Okay? They're not going through a hard time. That's their personality, and those are things that ignore that, and you're gonna get your life into trouble. You can't ignore the things when your gut is telling you, hey, something's wrong. Something's a problem. You need to pay attention to that, because you're going to step on the landmines of relationships if you ignore that stuff. So along those lines, as somebody who's tried to be healthy in my life, we've talked about this, mentally, emotionally, not a roller coaster, physically, spiritually, right? I am not going to be interested in someone that's not pursuing that as well. Okay? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's easy to not recognize when someone has a problem because you have all these feelings to go with it, but you're not listening to your gut, which Jim said, yeah, your gut's telling you this person has problems I don't want to deal with, but out of whatever desperation, just you don't want to be alone, you choose these people because they're there, and you're like, well, better someone than no one, and it's
right.
probably better to be alone.
And I think that's the issue, is that people don't want to be alone, right? And they'd rather be with somebody who, okay, well, I'll put up with 1 or 2 or 5 or 100 bad habits or addictions or issues in their life rather than be alone. Look, until we get to the place in your life where I'm okay with myself and being alone, you're not going to be good for anybody. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. It's better off, you're better off hanging out as friends with these people instead of getting too involved, and then you'll see something as a friend, and then you'll realize the relationship's probably not worth it.
Yeah, you cannot expect that you're going to find somebody that's good for you if you're not being the good person you need, right? So when a woman says, oh, I just want a great guy, I'm not sure if we've talked about this before or not, but a great guy to a great guy to a great woman is somebody, doesn't have to be, have a bunch of money, doesn't have to be amazingly good looking. I promise you, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, Mel, A
Well-
great guy to a great woman is somebody who's honest, who's not a thief, who's not going to lie to her, who's not going to steal from her, who's not going to cheat on her. And if you can't do that as a guy, then you're not a great guy. You're not a good guy. Okay? He holds a job. He is decent. He's not an alcoholic.
No debt.
He's not a drug addict.
No debt.
Doesn't have debt. Okay? So, right, seems like a tall order probably for a lot of y'all. But you're not, a good woman is not going to find a good guy. That's not a good guy to a good woman who has any of those things we just talked about. And again, for a guy who wants a good woman, it's pretty simple in our world, right? We talked about this. We don't want drama. We don't want a lot of strife. You, as a woman, need to bring calm and peace and gentleness to his life. That's all a good guy wants out of a good woman. Don't bring us nonsense. We don't like it. We will fight the dragons and fight the battles and protect you in life if you just bring calm. She doesn't have to cook and clean and do all kinds of stuff. That's nice if she does that. Mel's amazing and all that stuff. I love to cook. Mel loves to clean. But if you want to share those things with your partner, she doesn't have to be amazing in the kitchen. She just needs to be calm. Be what a woman needs to be to a good guy. Okay, I hope that's helped somebody make some sense today. We're going to continue on with the next one next time. Thanks, y'all.